It turns out that walking that feels shaky or unsteady is not always just a leg problem. And what is even more surprising, many people only realize it after the body starts almost falling more often. Their steps begin to feel different, or their balance no longer feels as strong as before. According to many health studies, changes in the way a person walks can actually be connected to the nerves, the brain, and the body's balance system. Many people think this condition is simply a normal part of getting older, but in reality, the body may already be giving early warning signs that often go unnoticed. In just a moment, this video will explain why walking can become unsteady, what early warning signs are often ignored, and why this condition should never be taken lightly. So make sure to watch until the end, because this information may help you understand your body's warning signs earlier before the condition becomes more serious. Before we begin, support this channel by clicking like and subscribe so more simple and helpful health information like this can continue to be shared. And also share in the comments whether you have ever noticed changes in your walking or felt more unsteady while moving around. You can also share your name and where you're from so everyone can connect and share experiences together. Imagine noticing that your walk does not feel as steady as it used to. The steps that once felt natural and balanced now feel slightly different. Sometimes there's a small wobble while walking. Sometimes the body feels less stable when turning or moving too quickly. Many people immediately think this is only a leg problem or simply a normal part of getting older. But conditions like this are not always that simple. In many health studies, changes in the way a person walks are often not caused by the legs alone. In many cases, the real cause may come from a much more complex system inside the body. How the body controls balance. Every single step the body takes actually depends on a very complex teamwork system inside the body. The eyes help guide direction and understand what is happening around the body. The inner ear helps the body stay balanced and understand body position while standing or walking. After that, the brain receives all of this information and processes it extremely fast. The nerves then send signals to the leg muscles so the body can move in a steady and controlled way. All of these processes happen automatically every single day without being noticed. When one part of this system begins to weaken or stop working properly, balance can start to change. This is why an unstable walk does not always mean the problem is coming from the legs themselves. The role of the inner ear. The inner ear actually plays a very important role in helping the body stay balanced while standing and walking. Inside this area is a small system that works like the body's natural balance sensor. This system constantly tracks head position, movement, and changes in balance throughout the day without being noticed. When this system starts having problems, the body can begin to feel strange even while standing still. Some people feel a gentle swaying sensation. Others feel as if they are walking on an uneven surface. Some suddenly feel off balance for a few seconds without warning. Even a mild problem in this part of the body can affect overall balance during normal daily activities. The connection between the brain and nerves while walking. The brain plays a very important role in controlling every movement of the body. Every time the body stands, takes a step, turns, or tries to stay balanced while walking, the brain is involved. But the brain does not work alone. The body also depends on nerves that act like communication pathways between the brain and the legs. The nerves work like a fast communication system. When the brain wants the body to move, the nerves send signals to the leg muscles so the movement happens correctly. At the same time, the nerves also send information back to the brain about body position, pressure on the feet, and balance during walking. When the nervous system begins to weaken, this communication no longer works perfectly. Signals from the brain may become slower or less accurate. As a result, walking can become less stable. The body may feel more unsteady, and the legs may not respond as quickly as before. In many cases, this change develops slowly over time. At first, the difference may seem very small and easy to ignore, but little by little, signs may begin to appear, such as stumbling more often, heavier steps, or feeling less balanced than before.
Changes in walking as an early warning sign. Small changes in the way a person walks often happen gradually, which is why many people do not notice them right away. At first, it may simply feel like walking has become slightly slower than before. Sometimes the legs may feel less light and flexible while moving. Some people notice their steps becoming shorter, or their body feeling a little less steady when turning. Because these changes happen slowly, many people believe they are simply a normal part of aging. However, many health studies show that changes in walking patterns can sometimes be an early sign of changes inside the nervous system or brain. The body may actually be giving signals that coordination between the brain, nerves, and muscles is no longer working as smoothly as before. When the brain becomes slower at processing balance and body movement, walking patterns can also begin to change. Some people may start losing balance more easily in crowded places or while moving too quickly. Others begin walking more carefully because their body no longer feels fully steady. Changes like these often appear before other symptoms become obvious. That is why small changes in walking should not always be ignored. The body may be trying to signal that something inside the balance and movement system is beginning to change.
Walking speed and brain function. Many people think walking speed only depends on strong legs or healthy joints, but in the medical world, the way a person walks is also closely connected to how the brain functions. The brain plays a major role in controlling balance, movement coordination, step direction, and the body's ability to respond to the surrounding environment. When the brain is working well, the body usually moves more smoothly and steadily. Steps feel more natural, lighter, and controlled. The body can also maintain balance more easily while walking. But when the brain function slowly begins to decline, the body may also begin showing small changes that are easy to miss. One of the most common changes is slower walking speed. Steps may become shorter, more careful, and less confident than before. Several health studies have linked slower walking speed with a decline in cognitive function, which refers to the brain's ability to process information. When the brain takes longer to organize body movement, coordination between the brain, nerves, and muscles can also slow down. As a result, the body may become less responsive while walking. Some people begin losing balance more easily. Others move more slowly while turning, or feel the need to walk more carefully to stay steady. These changes usually happen gradually over many years, which is why they're often mistaken for normal aging. But in some cases, the body may actually be showing signs that brain function is beginning to change. Nerve problems in the feet, or neuropathy. The nerves connecting the feet to the brain have a very important job in helping the body stay balanced while standing and walking. These nerves work continuously every day without being noticed. When the feet touch the ground, the nerves immediately send information to the brain about body position, foot pressure, and movement direction. The brain then responds so the body can stay balanced and avoid falling. But when these nerves begin to weaken or become damaged, communication inside the body no longer works perfectly. Information from the feet may not reach the brain clearly. As a result, the body becomes less able to understand foot position accurately. This can make walking feel different than before. In the early stages, this condition usually develops slowly. Some people notice that their feet feel numb or unusually thick. Others feel less sensation under the feet while walking. A flat surface may suddenly feel uneven or unstable. Over time, walking may become less confident. The body may feel more unsteady when walking quickly or turning. Some people begin tripping more often or losing balance without a clear reason. Because these changes happen gradually, many people believe it is only tiredness or aging, but in reality, it may be a sign that the nerves helping control balance are beginning to weaken. Early signs that are often ignored. There are several small warning signs that often appear before balance problems become more noticeable. Unfortunately, many people think these signs are only caused by tiredness or aging. In reality, the body may already be trying to signal changes in balance, nerve function, or body coordination. One of the most common signs is the feeling of almost losing balance while walking. Sometimes the body may feel shaky for a few seconds and then suddenly return to normal. This may happen while turning, standing up too quickly, or walking on uneven ground. Another common sign is shorter steps.
Without realizing it, some people begin walking more slowly and more carefully because the body no longer feels fully confident maintaining balance. Some people also notice that walking in dark places feels more difficult than before. The body may feel less stable when there is less light. This can happen because the balance system begins depending too heavily on vision to stay steady. Others may begin touching walls, chairs, or nearby objects while walking. Some even feel as if the body is pulling slightly toward one side. These small changes often happen gradually, which is why they are easy to ignore. But when they happen repeatedly, they may be an early sign that the body's balance system is beginning to change.
How the body changes over time. As people grow older, the body naturally goes through many changes. These changes happen slowly and often go unnoticed at first. Some people begin feeling less strong than before. Walking may become slower. Standing too long may feel more tiring. Balance may also slowly begin to change. Inside the body, nerves play an important role by sending signals from the brain to the rest of the body, including the legs. But over time, nerves may become slower at sending these signals. As a result, the body may need more time to react during movement or maintain balance while walking. Muscles also gradually lose strength with age. Leg muscles that once supported the body easily may become tired more quickly. This can make walking feel less steady, especially during long walks, climbing stairs, or standing after sitting for a long time. The balance system inside the inner ear may also become less sensitive. Some people may feel more disoriented or slightly unsteady while moving too quickly. However, it is important to understand that not every change should simply be accepted as normal aging. If changes happen too quickly, appear more often, or begin interfering with daily activities, they should not be ignored. The body often gives small warning signs before bigger problems appear. Paying attention to balance changes early may help protect long-term health and quality of life.
The body works as one connected system. Many people think walking is only a simple action performed by the legs, but in reality, every step depends on a very complex teamwork system inside the body. Walking is not only about strong legs or muscles that can still move properly. Behind every step, there is a large system working together all at once. The brain acts as the main control center. Every second, the brain receives information from the eyes, inner ear, nerves, and muscles. All of this information is processed extremely quickly, so the body can stay balanced while standing and walking. The eyes help the body understand the environment. They read direction, distance, floor surfaces, and movement around the body. When vision becomes weaker, balance may also become more difficult. This is one reason some people feel more unsteady in dark places or poor lighting. The inner ear also plays a major role. Inside it is a balance system that helps the body understand movement and head position. This system is constantly telling the brain whether the body is upright, leaning, moving forward, or turning. When this area becomes disturbed, people may feel dizzy, unsteady, or unstable even while standing still. The nerves work like communication lines between the brain and the body. They send signals from the brain to the legs so movement can happen correctly. As a result, walking may feel slower, less steady, or less confident. Muscles also help keep the body balanced. They support posture and help maintain stability during movement. When muscle strength declines, the body must work harder to stay balanced. All of these systems depend on each other. When one part weakens, the other parts must work harder to compensate. This is why balance problems do not always mean there is something wrong with the legs alone. The human body works as one connected system. Small changes in walking may be signs that something inside this system is beginning to change.
The body often gives warning signs before more serious changes happen inside the health system. One of the most overlooked signs can appear through small changes in the way a person walks. When steps begin feeling different, when balance no longer feels as strong, or when the body feels slightly unsteady during movement, these changes may actually be important early signals from inside the body. Unsteady walking usually develops slowly. It rarely appears all at once. Because the changes happen little by little, many people fail to notice them at first. At the beginning, it may only feel slightly harder to walk in dark places or slightly more difficult to stay balanced after standing up. But over time, these small changes may become more noticeable in daily life.
Feeling unsteady while walking does not always mean there is a problem with the legs. In many cases, it is connected to deeper systems inside the body, including the brain, nerves, eyes, and inner ear. All of these systems work together to help the body stay balanced while standing and walking. When even one part begins to weaken, the effects may appear through changes in movement and balance. This is why changes in walking should never be ignored completely. The body may be trying to send an early message that something inside is beginning to change. Paying attention to these small signs does not mean living in fear. It simply means becoming more aware of the body and understanding its signals earlier. The human body works as one connected system, where every part affects another. Sometimes, even small changes in balance may reflect larger changes happening inside the body. In the end, the way a person walks is not just a simple physical action. It can also reflect the condition of the brain, nerves, balance system, and overall body coordination. If content like this is helpful and you would like more simple health discussions explained in an easy-to-understand way, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe so you do not miss future videos.